first step should be to tidy up a bit. Searching a clean room is easier than searching a messy one.
I think we're all good. Well, relatively speaking, we're in all sorts of trouble, but... Should we? Yeah. Let's not be bothered. We're just leaving that? Clean the soap as well. How do we know if we've gotten everything? Does it say, hey, you're done, or... I hope we got everything. Hello.
Looks like someone tore that note apart, but I'm missing some pieces. I can't make out what's written. Maybe I'll find more of those torn paper pieces if I keep cleaning the room.
I figured that was the plan. Lo and behold, a little bit of cleaning up later, and I stumbled upon something curious. A message of some kind, torn up and discarded. If this first piece was discarded so carelessly, then I might have a chance of finding the others. Can we see? Or won't that be until we're... Oh, okay, we gotta... Oh, and remember the look closer thingy. I don't think we should throw this away, because that's none of our...
I should bring that back to my cart.
Well... I assume this is placed...
Oh, I left the clean towels on my cart.
Okay. Oh, we're not gonna throw away their toothpaste and toothbrush. That just seems mean. I'm not sure if there's much point in cleaning this, since it doesn't seem to be working. Close what? Each modal tablet contains 4 active ingredients. Oh, okay. Ready? Acetophenetidine, aspirin, cinnamodrin, that's to get the cinnamon flavor, and caffeine. Dose: take 1 tablet every 3 or 4 hours if needed. Take no more than 5 tablets in 24 hours. Mode is a trademark of Myron Laboratories, Reno, Nevada. Very well. Modal. Oh. I was like, what do you mean pictures of me? That's not what that was. An over-the-counter drug to relieve menstrual cramps. I mean, I assume it's just toothpaste. Yes. Is there any... We don't need to clean the sinks. We should get the towels right away, because otherwise I'm gonna end up forgetting. Lace towel.
Let's put those on the bathroom shelf.
That was my plan. It's probably not proper procedure to close the door while you're cleaning here. It might be slightly...
Oh, I left the clean towels on my cart.
Oh, how many do we need? Well, there's 2 people, so at least 2, right? Do we have an endless supply? Did we just find a infinite money glitch? That should be all. Because that one's not a shelf, I noticed. It is just a stick. Okay, nothing for us to clean there.
I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. The food's practically untouched. What were you apologizing for? And were you forgiven?
Also, could you not have used like a cleaner piece of paper to leave that on? I assume it's the apology, yes. Hector Cruz, insurance agent. All-American Fire and Life. I've seen enough noir to know fire and life insurance. That means there's some sort of scam going on. Like a business cards. I've played LA Noire. Expenses. Okay. No, they're keeping proper track of everything. Thin paper though. What did it say at the top? Yes, that one I knew. No, that's not. Wasn't something they'd written on. It was. Do we clean this? Maybe. Oh, that's for the apology letter. No. It was not long enough to be classified as a letter. Discover historic and gay Montreal. Photograph, maps, information, and more. For a second I thought it was a straight razor, but I don't know what that is.
This person looking for you back in Texas, was he really just a co-worker?
Dear son, I cannot believe you decided to renew your vows so far away from the family. Your father and I are very disappointed, and so are your sisters. Montreal, what a strange destination. I would not be surprised if this was another one of your wife's ideas. I met Luciana in town yesterday. She has 5 children, 3 boys and 2 girls, and is pregnant with her 6th. One has just bought them that nice house on the corner of Prado and Ramos. Imagine if you had married her like you were supposed to. You would have your own family by now. Yesterday I also drove by your home to get the mail. As I was leaving, I met a man who was looking for you. I think he is one of your colleagues from work, but I'm not sure. I told him you were in Montreal and would be back next week. When do you come back exactly? I hope you can be there for your uncle's birthday party on Friday. I will make your favorite cake, your mother. That would be... Oh, okay, there. Hello. Oh, I saw that had selection mode. Oh, we gotta go back to that. I keep forgetting. Make appointment, X, notary appointment. Don't forget vows. Rose petal on bed, return trip.
SW. Looks like you had a few appointments with him, Mr. Cruz. Or her. SW.
Oh.
Looks like you had a few appointments with him, Mr. Cruz.
Up we
Or
go.
her.
Ready. Close. Inspect. Was there? There was not. Okay.
Wow. You look like a couple out of a magazine.
48.
These pearls, they look absolutely gorgeous on you. Though, I bet you could make anything look good.
The calendar, the wedding picture. Rosary, I assume is in there. Thank you, I was right.
Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is.
Alrighty. Hello. Oh, I didn't even know. Uh-oh. Found it.
Hello?
Oh no.
Hello? Beth?
Hopefully they're going into a tunnel.
Is that you?
Maybe it's a butt dial. I don't know. Can they like? They probably can't track who called, can they?
Clarington Hotel reception desk.
Beth?
Sophie?
Did you just call me?
No,
No, I didn't.
Then who called?
What do you mean, who called?
Someone
I forgot
just
to ask.
called,
I'm sorry.
And they said nothing. All I could hear was static and breathing.
Whoa. The creeporama just keeps on going, doesn't it? Hold on. Hey, Archie.
What's up?
Give me a second, Sophie. Okay, so turns out Archie here patched a call through to 509 moments
you
ago.
can.
Did he recognize the caller's voice?
You think it might have been Mr. Morgan?
Yeah.
Let me ask. Okay, so it was a man's voice, but he can't be sure if it was our creep.
Did he notice anything else?
He says he heard a faint bell in the background. It sounded like the elevator's bell, so he assumed the caller was one of our clients.
You didn't see Mr. Morgan come back to the hotel, did you?
No. I understand why you're creeped out, but I don't see how he could possibly know you're in 509. I didn't say a word to
I
anyone.
assume he's calling to
you
get
didn't.
to the cruises.
Can you ask Andrew not to patch any calls here for a while?
Trust me.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will.
working. I don't have time for this.
I haven't had time to check all of 509 yet, so I better get back to it.
Oh, before you go, I have some more
Please
info
be
for
good.
you. I
Please
was
be-
going over the details of our little mystery when I remembered something about this morning.
What is it?
I saw Mrs. Cruz rush out of the hotel, all by her lonesome, not too long after Mr. Morgan knocked over that vase in the lobby.
Really? Do you know what time it was exactly?
I think Mr. Morgan left around 10, so I'm guessing between then and 10:05. What?
I remember hearing a loud noise on the 5th floor right around that time. Like a door slamming really hard.
Do you think it was her?
Maybe.
Do you think she went after him?
Did you notice anything weird about
Maybe
her?
he's.
You mean, other than the fact that she was walking straight into a snowstorm?
Yeah?
Well, I've only ever seen her with her husband. It seemed unusual that she'd be leaving alone. But now that I think about it, maybe she was sneaking out. Or following Mr. Morgan.
Yeah.
Because one thing could be that, like, he's taken some pictures, and he's using like blackmail or something like that. But there'd be no point in her like going after him to get. But there would be a point in her going after him to get the film. But why would he go somewhere with the film? It's not like he's gonna go to Mr. Cruz and deliver the film. Because what's the point? He has a developing room in his hotel room. He could have just given pictures right away.
Hopefully I can make sense of all of this.
Maybe she caught him
I'm sure you will.
and followed him.
Call me as soon as you find something.
Like
Okay.
saw that he was taking
Thanks for the info.
pictures or something. And she snuck after him I think is the correct term. Remembering details, oh no. That one. Phone rang while I was tidying up room 509. When I picked it up, all I could hear was breathing, no other response. A quick call to reception cleared some things up, thankfully. Beth confirmed that Andrew had patched a call through to 509. Asked them to put any calls to 509 on ice for the time being. I'm jumpy enough as it is. While we're talking on the phone, Beth remembers seeing Mrs. Cruz leave the hotel alone this morning, right around the time Mr. Morgan made that mess in the lobby. Was she following him? And where's Mr. Cruz? Has anyone seen Mr. Cruz in between last time they saw him and now? Like, is he still alive? I'm not entirely certain on the timeline. Also, I only after picking this one up did I notice that we actually have the counter up in here. "19 arrested in deviant raid." Let's do it like this. Let's scroll up. Montreal police arrested 19 persons in an early Saturday raid at Maine's Lounge, located on Stanley Street, downtown Montreal. The establishment, owned by Emmanuel Laliberte, is a known hangout for sex deviants. A Montreal city employee, a court official, and two teachers were among those seized, according to official reports. Lieutenant Sylvain Goulbold, I have no idea, I'm sorry, says he plans to send letters to schools employing the arrested teachers. School principals, parents, and fellow teachers should prevent such people from being in close contact with youngsters. He said, "It is everyone's responsibility to protect our children." Lieutenant Gilles Bolt also promised an investigation would be opened on Laliberte, who already has a criminal record to his name. Continue on page 3. Major snowstorm paralyzes city. Montreal is paralyzed by this winter's fifth and most important snowstorm. 15 inches of snow are expected until the end of the day. The last major storm back in January had covered the city with 12 inches of snow. The storm started yesterday with 6 inches falling during the day and 6 more during the night. Violent winds created giant snow banks all over the city. Many drivers ignored police warnings and decided to take their cars at their own risk, resulting in several accidents. Trains from the United States are expected to be delayed up to 3 hours at Dorval. At Dorval Airport, most departures have been cancelled, while arrivals are delayed or diverted altogether. Continue on page 5. Shop owners against new mental hospital. A group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Major Sarto Bernier last week to air their grievances concerning the city's recent decision to allow construction of a new mental hospital on Dorchester Boulevard. William Weston, manager of Weston's department store, says he and his group will fight both tooth and nail to prevent the hospital's construction. Will our customers feel safe to come downtown for their shopping needs knowing there are lunatics next door, he said. Continued on page 8. Another bloody Valentine. Valentine's Day concluded in horror last Friday when the murder of an Outremont resident, a worried neighbor, called the authorities at 11:15 p.m. after hearing loud shouts from next door. When police arrived, they found the lifeless body of a 34-year-old man. Authorities have refused to identify the victims or provide any details about the circumstances of his death. Victim, there was just one. So don't add S, don't add bodies to the count. No suspect has been apprehended yet, but Detective Lieutenant Maurice Tremblay asked anyone with information to come forward as soon as possible. Continue on page 14. Okay, let's do that one first.
I'm not sure how the children are affected by what goes on at a bar on a Friday night. But I'm no lieutenant, so...
Well, when we started this game, we did get a warning about homophobia, so I think we know where...
my new home, according to Suzanne and Yvette. Wouldn't be surprised if everyone's a little bit more on edge today.
We know what
Bad
sort of
weather has a way of doing
awful
that.
rhetoric they're going by.
This is horrible. I don't think I'll ever understand what pushes people to go so far as killing.
Does your personal hygiene worry you? Are those worries bothering your husband? Stop worrying and save your marriage with Lice oil. Lice oil is an indispensable aid to marriage hygiene. Millions of women use it regularly to safeguard their beauty and avoid undesirable surprises. It's penetrative and effective even in the presence of organic matter. Begin to use Lice oil today so you can stop worrying about your hygiene and focus on more important things such as pleasing your hard-working husband. Oh jeez. Lice oil has been endorsed for more than 60 years by scientists, medical professionals, and many other men who have women's hygiene at heart. A Lice Oil Corporation product. I'm sure it's not deadly in the slightest. Oh, maybe, I don't know, do we throw that away? Did we get everything in here? assume we're not... Is that not a thing? It looks like a thing.